Hey boys and girls, it's 0 dark 30 and we're going to Cleveland. It's Jerry.
It's Mark.
And we're somewhere in Indiana, going to Cleveland,
Yeah.
which as you know is not actually in Indiana, but in order to get there we have to be here. So we have an empty van, not something you often see around the military collectible shop, but we're on our way. So see you again soon.
Still in Ohio.
Hello, Cleveland! All right, so we're headed back to Milwaukee from Cleveland. And we have got a van full of stuff. Talk about packing it full. We packed so much stuff into this van, I didn't think we could get another button in. This thing is driving like a brick right now because we've got so much stuff. And we couldn't even get it all. There's still a small pile that the guy's gonna have to send to us because we couldn't pack it all in the van. So what kind of stuff did we get, Mark?
We got a ton of East German uniforms, buttons, helmets. We also got Russian stuff. We got a bin full of Russian visor hats. We got a bunch of Russian like overcoats and insignia. We also got Czechoslovakian uniforms, French uniforms, British uniforms. We've got, the van is packed full of stuff.
All right, and we actually don't know how many uniforms we even got because we have so many. So Mark and I have a little bet going. He thinks we have about 60. I'm going with 56. So once we get back home and unpack, we'll see who's closest.
But they all have to be uniforms because there are some shirts and
Okay,
stuff.
we won't count shirts or pants.
We are packed and heading home.
We're more than packed.
We actually had to leave a lot behind.
So now we're back at the shop and it's time to unload. Not completely sure where Mark went. He always seems to take a break at times like this. But I just wanted to show you that we really weren't kidding with the volume of stuff that we picked up. Lots of stuff. Not even all sure what's in here. But as you can see, we've got it packed to the gills. We shoved so much stuff in here. But, so now it's time to unload. like some Bundeswehr athletic shirts. Really heavy. And I'm not going to count them. I'm going to leave that for Mark. East German youth stuff. This one's labeled as a French army officer. Props to Rick Thomas. So, driving to Cleveland and back in a day was kind of a pain in the anyway. But we got a lot of stuff, so that really made it worth it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see my buddy Fritz, but I did drive by as I crossed the mighty Maumee River. So, hey Fritz, more to come. A lot of East German, West German, Russian, and I know the East German, West German stuff hasn't been super popular, but what happened is after the wall came down, a lot of the stuff came out and kind of flooded the markets. But those items have been kind of absorbed into collections. And this is actually from one of those real early collections. So there's some really nice pieces in here that we normally don't get to see. So there's some higher quality stuff that we don't see. And the market is really expanding for the Cold War stuff. So it makes it kind of interesting. I got some bins I got to bring in now, so I'm going to grab a cart. Helmets, hats, visors, boots, belts, buckles, blankets, all kinds of stuff in here. Wow. Okay, well I think that's all of the bagged uniforms. But I know you're saying, oh, come on Jerry, that's not all that much. Let me show you what's still left in the van. Okay, so this is all the stuff that's still left in the van. We still have several bins of stuff and a lot of loose fill, helmets that were bagged, uniforms that were bagged, belts and things that were in garbage bags. So still quite a bit. And then Mark actually even had to have a couple things on his lap and under his legs when we were driving home for the 7.5 hours it took us last night. More helmets, more stuff. And I know a lot of you, especially from the Milwaukee area, who are familiar with Big Bear Hobby, who used to handle a lot of East-West German items. And you're like, hey, yeah, but Jerry, that stuff's kind of middle of the road. Yes it is. But the way we see it, this is a great way for new collectors to get into the hobby. It's affordable, it's interesting, it's historically significant, and it's real. So, a lot of great opportunities for new collectors to start collecting helmets, uniforms, badges, and learn about the global history that made our world the way it is today. So there. The good news is somebody else gets to clean this up. Alright, that's mostly it. A duffel bag. Had I known we had this inside the car, we could have opened it and stuffed more stuff inside. But, wow. That's a lot of stuff, even for us. So, whew, after going to Cleveland and being in a car with Mark for 15 hours, and moving all this in, I need a shower. I'm starting to smell like a Nerf herder. So, I hope you enjoyed seeing this, going on our road trip with us. We enjoyed the road trip. Don't intend on doing it for a while, but hope you enjoyed seeing it. As always, I am Jerry. This is the Military Collectible Shop, and this is what's new at the Military Collectible Shop. Stay safe and take care. See you at a show real soon. For a Bundes Extravaganza.